Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. A few of our top headlines for this Monday. A local man is in jail following a standoff over the weekend with police. Also, the governor was in town as Richmond gets a fast-charging EV station and a big nomination for Berea. All that plus more local news, sports, and of course, weather coming up right here today, live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day. It was a tense time for several hours for law enforcement and those living at Shady Oaks subdivision over the weekend. The matter began with a man shooting off gunshots in the subdivision Saturday night. The Kentucky State Police Richmond Post was contacted just before 7:30 about the man. Kentucky State Police say Ryan E. Oler, 39, of Richmond, had discharged several rounds from a firearm outside of a residence on Riney B. Drive. KSP was able to make contact with Mr. Oler by phone. Even after lengthy negotiations, Mr. Oler refused to cooperate, and they say he shot several more rounds of the firearm inside that residence. The Kentucky State Police Special Response Team responded to the scene and was eventually able to place Mr. Oler under arrest without further incident. He is charged with wanton endangerment first degree, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct, and was lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. KSP says luckily no citizens or officers were injured during that incident. Well, today marks a significant milestone for Richmond as Governor Andy Beshear, along with Federal Highway Administration Administrator Shaylin Bott, and various state and local officials gathered at Circle K in Richmond to inaugurate the first electric vehicle fast charging station in the southeastern United States. This groundbreaking project, funded by the National Electric Vehicle Infrastructure Program, holds special significance for Richmond and is a commitment to sustainable transportation solutions. In his address, Governor Beshear emphasized Richmond's role in advancing EV infrastructure and emphasized the importance of bolstering such initiatives to support the community's evolving transportation needs. With Richmond being at the forefront of this transformative effort, the city is poised to become a hub for electric vehicle innovation and accessibility. For exclusive coverage of the event, you can tune in to WBON TV as Gage Hill reports live tomorrow on Live at 5 as he delves into the significance of the Richmond's journey towards a cleaner, more sustainable transportation future. Again, that's tomorrow, Live at 5. Well, Berea, often hailed as the folk arts and crafts capital of Kentucky, has garnered the attention once again, as this time as a contender for one of the USA Today's esteemed 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards. The city is vying for recognition in the category of Best Small Town Arts Scene, competing against 19 other towns across the nation. One of Berea's standout features, highlighted by USA Today, is its Artisan Village, which visitors can explore artisan studios and shop for a variety of handmade treasures, from jewelry to glass art. The Best Small Town in America Art Scene winner will be announced on March the 1st. Lawmakers have been hard at work as the legislative session comes to a pause for President's Day, also marking the halfway point of the session. Today, Keith West looks back at what was a busy week last week with an update from the state capitol.
The 2024 legislative 60-day session is half over. Deadlines are looming to file new bills, and lawmakers continue to ramp up the action on the House and Senate floors. Lawmakers have found plenty to agree on this session. Bills on suicide prevention, adoption records, teacher misconduct, and income insurance have all won broad bipartisan support in the House. The Senate has likewise found bipartisan unity on bills related to death certificates, distilled spirits, foster care, and the aerospace industry. Here's a look at what was moving through the General Assembly this week. House Bill 386 would ease limits on the purchase of pseudoephedrine to help people with chronic allergies legally obtain enough of the medication to meet their needs. That bill was advanced on the House floor. Senate Bill 143 proposes changes to the state constitution that would prevent anyone who is not a U.S. citizen from voting in Kentucky elections. The Senate advanced the measure, which now heads to the House. Senate Bill 23 proposes to amend the state constitution regarding the homestead exemption. Under the amendment, resident homeowners who are 65 years of age or older would avoid tax increases that result from rising property valuations. Senate Bill 23 cleared the Senate floor and now goes to the House for consideration. House Bill 142 would ban all tobacco, alternative nicotine, and vapor products in Kentucky public schools. It would also require public schools to adopt disciplinary procedures for students who violate the bans. The House Education Committee approved the bill, which now goes to the full House. And House Bill 387 seeks to ease the shortage of substitute teachers in Kentucky by allowing officials to issue emergency substitute teacher certificates to eligible individuals with a high school diploma or equivalent. The House advanced the measure, which now goes to the state Senate. The General Assembly will return on Tuesday for day 34 of the 2024 session. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
Thanks, Keith, for that update. Well, a missing juvenile from Laurel County was last reported seen this past Sunday off Laurel Cove Road. That's 4 miles north of London at around 9:30 p.m. The juvenile, 17-year-old Sean Hansel, was wearing a white and blue sweat outfit with sandals. If you have any information about his whereabouts, you are asked to please contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. That phone number 606-864-6600. You can also call their dispatch center 606-878-7000, or you can send an email to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. The case is being investigated by Laurel County Deputy Matt Walker. If you see that individual, please make sure you reach out to local law enforcement. Well, the manhunt for Thurman J. Brock III, wanted on serious sex crime charges, has come to a close. London police announced in a press release that the 24-year-old from Lilly was apprehended Friday. Brock was sought for the following offenses: promoting a minor under the age of 16 in a sex performance, sexual abuse of a victim under 12. Following his arrest, Brock was transported to the Laurel County Detention Center, where he is currently held in custody awaiting further legal proceedings. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. A beautiful day out there in the Bluegrass. We'll see what the rest of this work week has in store. That's coming up next here live at 5.
'Tis the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, We have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Very nice day out there in the Bluegrass. We've got Todd in the Weather Center. He's going to give us a look at the forecast.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. Hopefully everybody had a nice weekend out there. And here's our visible satellite loop from earlier today, this Monday, showing some clear skies. Snow on the ground to the north from this weekend, and that is actually melting with that milder afternoon sunshine across the region. So as we head into the overnight hours, the skies remain clear. We're at 40 at 7 p.m., dropping down to around freezing at midnight and then into the upper 20s by early Tuesday morning. So clear and quiet night, sunshine and mild into that midweek time period. But Wednesday night into Thursday, we're going to be dealing with some rain, possibly in a few rumbles of thunder. And by the weekend, that sun returns. So not a bad week coming up. Certainly, definitely mild region-wide. Really, the only weather to speak of on Tuesday is across the west coast. Noticing this warm front drifting through the Ohio Valley. That'll be lifting north, allowing some milder air to settle up underneath that. And then Wednesday night into Thursday, this area of precipitation starts to build right over our local area. So until then, it is quiet. Tonight dropping down into the upper 20s and lower 30s and clear skies. Here's our hour-to-hour forecast on Tuesday, starting off into the mid-20s. A little bit chilly in the morning, no question, but we get into the mid-50s by the afternoon, and that is certainly well above average for this time of the year. For this mid to late February now. Mid-50s region-wide on Tuesday, and then heading into Wednesday, we're even warmer. I think we do get into the lower 60s in most communities out there. And then the extended temperature outlook here showing the warmer than average weather returning from, or at least staying with us from February 27th to March 4th. So warm end of the month here and also into early March. Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see the warmer weather start to build into the region, maybe some low 60s Wednesday, a few showers and rumbles of thunder on Thursday, and we do cool down Friday to Saturday back into the 40s.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, some exciting news in Pulaski County as crews successfully rescued a calf that had fallen into a deep sinkhole over the weekend. The Science Hill Fire Department posted on Facebook that they received a call on Saturday regarding the trapped animal. The sinkhole, approximately 8 to 10 feet deep with a very small opening at the top, presented a challenging situation to the rescue team. Thanks to the assistance of the Somerset Fire Department and its high-angle rescue equipment, the Science Hill Fire Department reported that their crew was able to safely extract that calf from the sinkhole. That's a good story there. Well, Central Kentucky's professional baseball team has rolled back the clocks and resumed their original name. The team, briefly called the Counter Clocks, is once again the Lexington Legends, and the team's new ownership says the name change resulted from overwhelming feedback from fans, many for whom celebrated as the team made the announcement at an event at the Red Mile. The Lexington Legends unveiled its undated identity, complete with fresh images and the marks that pay homage to the team's history. Leading the charge is the team's new mascot, Mighty Lex, a throwback to old-school ball players with his distinctive handlebar mustache. Alongside Mighty Lex, the Lexington Legends will feature familiar imagery such as the renowned Lexington mustaches and the beloved Kentucky L, paying tribute to the team's connection to the state. The Legends will play their 2024 season opener on April the 25th. Good to have the Lexington Legends back. Well, a former sergeant at the Eastern Kentucky Correctional Complex, Eric L. Nantle, was found guilty on federal charges related to a brutal abuse incident and its subsequent cover-up that occurred at the facility in July of 2018. The Department of Justice announced that a federal grand jury convicted Nantle for his role in the assault of a non-violent inmate who was handcuffed and shackled by lower-ranking officers. Nantle, as a supervisor, allegedly watched the assault without intervening and then participated in efforts to conceal the incident when it was reported by the inmate. Evidence presented during the trial revealed that Nantle and others attempted to cover up the abuse after it was reported by the inmate. 6 other individuals involved in the assault and cover-up had previously pleaded guilty, and 3 testified for the government during Nantle's trial. Nantle faces a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison for the deprivation of rights offense, 20 years for obstructing state investigators, and 5 years for lying to the FBI. A sentencing hearing is scheduled for June the 10th. Well, a rollover crash in Lexington earlier today sent 3 motorists with non-life-threatening injuries to a hospital after emergency responders extracted 2 of the trapped occupants. The incident occurred at the intersection of Paris Pike and Ironworks Pike just after 8:30 this morning when an SUV collided with a van, causing it to roll over and trap 2 people inside. Police don't expect any charges to be made. All inbound traffic on Paris Pike was rerouted because of the incident, but has since returned to normal. Well, with that, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Looking for some sports news? We've got it right here. We've got Dawson coming up next with all the latest from around the area.
The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame is home of legends and rising stars. See the best of the bluegrass as they showcase their musical talent on Live at the Hall. Each month's show will feature performances and interviews with new and exciting Kentucky musicians. Watch Live at the Hall Sunday nights from 6 to 6:30 on WBON Channel 9.1 and streaming on WBON Roku, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Check your local cable provider for listings. Live at the Hall is brought to you by Rockcastle Tourism, Team Kentucky, Marcellus Farm to Fork, and Lone Star Farm and Home.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. I've been doing repair work for over 3 decades. Not only do we carry a large supply of Kentucky agate, we also have several lines of natural gemstones. We carry everything from small diamond earrings to large 3.5 carat studs. We have pearl necklaces and pearl earrings. We carry a large supply of gold hoops. 108 East Main Street in downtown Richmond, Kentucky. We're nationally known, we're locally owned.
Transparency is what separates Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration apart from the rest. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and are here to serve all over Central Kentucky. Their team of experts will help you break down the cost of a new roof or repair and help you make the most informed decision possible. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, residential or commercial, Kentucky Roofs and Restoration can do it all. Like them on Facebook to learn more or call 859-200-5065.
Welcome back to Live at 5. With there being 1 week until the 44th District Basketball Tournament begins, many teams are playing their final regular season games in a few days. With a look at what's going on tonight, here's sports anchor Dawson Rule.
Well, coming off this weekend, we now are with one final week to go of the basketball regular season as districts start officially in 7 days. Before looking at games coming this final week and looking at some other basketball news, the sports crew streamed a game this weekend between Evangel Christian and Madison Southern's boys basketball teams. While Evangel won by 32 over Southern, there are still some highlights to show for the hometown Eagles.
Evangel Christian lobs it up, does not go. Eagles one more chance. Oh my goodness!
Wow!
A buzzer beater in the JV game.
Well, he's already has, but add to it, I should say, with and the scoring.
How about a rebound on one end, a tough bucket on the other for Jay Rose.
Yeah.
Created player on NBA 2K, you could pick your hairstyle, and Twisties was an option as that three falls. Now Zach Hudson for three, and he puts it in. Pretty shot from Zach, his second three-pointer of the game. Davidson will outlet to Zach Hudson. Feed it into the corner to Nabi. Nice pass to Jay Rose, who lays it in. Long outlet pass from Zach Hudson to Nabi. Feed it to Braden Hudson. Braden's layup, good. Pretty shot, tough shot, good finish, and a timeout. The floor. Over to Adams. Bounce pass inside Arnett. His bucket good.
Yeah, Braxton, a younger guy, and going to be getting some big playing time next year on the varsity level. Good basket there.
Here's an Adams three from the corner at Rattles home.
There is one game on the boys' side tonight for Madison County teams. Madison Central's Indians will play their final road game of the season as they head to South Laurel High School to try and get their 10th win of the season. Tip-off is at 7:30 in London. There's also a girls' game tonight and all week long leading up to districts. The Berea Lady Pirates will host Dunbar tonight in an important 11th Region girls game for RPI standings. Tip-off is also at 7:30. Now, there will be many more games, like I said, this week, and the sports crew plans to be at 3 of them. But this week, they'll all be boys games. Our schedule for now is to stream Berea Boys versus Estill Tuesday, Berea Boys versus Model Boys Thursday, and Madison Central Boys versus Covenant Catholic Friday. These games will wrap up our regular season, as next Monday we will be at districts for all 6 games, girls and boys, that week. A reminder that tonight we have very special guests coming to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, including an undefeated basketball team, an undefeated volleyball team, and a member from EKU Athletics. That's going to conclude today's sports segment. Tune in at 6 to the sports show and watch those great upcoming interviews. This is Dawson Rule with Madison County's sports coverage.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports update. We're going to take another quick break. Lots more news, including some traffic to tell you about coming up next.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
If it won't go down,
call Mr. Reuter, the best in town.
what do I do now?
Call Mr. Reuter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Reuter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home cleaned for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Reuter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Reuter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Welcome back to Live at 5. A woman from Scott County was killed after being hit by a car this past Saturday evening at the McClend Circle and Lesby Path intersection. The Kentucky State Police report the woman, 48-year-old Crystal Aguilar Lopez, was hit by a man driving a Ford Edge while she was trying to cross McClend Circle. Lopez was taken by Scott County EMS to the University of Kentucky Hospital with life-threatening injuries. She later died from those injuries. The Kentucky State Police is leading an investigation into that incident. A suspected Lexington bank robber is in jail after investigators used traffic cameras and license plate readers to lead them to the suspect. 71-year-old Richard D. Hudson was arrested and charged with first-degree robbery after allegedly robbing the traditional bank in Lexington last Thursday. The Charleston, West Virginia Police Department collaborated in the arrest of the ongoing investigation. Hudson is detained at the South Central Regional Jail in Charleston, West Virginia. A man is facing multiple charges after allegedly hitting his ex-girlfriend with his car while she was holding their 1-year-old child in Lexington. James Triplett, 28, was reportedly driving a Toyota Camry in the parking lot of Bluegrass Extended Stay on Saturday night when the incident occurred. Police state that Triplett ran over his ex-girlfriend's left leg while she was carrying the child. According to the arrest citation, Triplett fled the scene before police arrived. The woman was taken to a local hospital due to severe pain in her left leg. Upon investigation, police reviewed footage of the incident. Triplett returned to the scene later and was arrested after officers detected the smell of alcohol on his breath. During the search of Triplett's vehicle, police discovered an open liquor bottle in the front passenger seat. Triplett reportedly admitted to consuming the alcohol while the vehicle during the incident. The woman informed officers that Triplett had assaulted her by striking her in the face and strangling her before the vehicular accident. Triplett is currently held in the Fayette County Detention Center. With that, thanks so much for joining us here today, Live at 5. Don't forget, tonight is Monday night. That means we've got the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Michael and Dawson are going to be joined by some superb middle school talent featuring the Ferristown volleyball team as well as the Foley's 8th grade basketball team. Join us live at 5 right here on WBON TV. Have a wonderful night. And of course, I'll see you right back here tomorrow, Live at 5.